Someone asked if you guys have any favorite cool wolf social behaviors that you would like to share.
Huh. I mean, I think we're a little biased. We tend to think they're all cool. But I think what's been exciting, Rebecca's been here raising pups for a very long time, but what's been really fun for a lot of our staff, because our staff has more than doubled in size over the last few years, we haven't had an ambassador pup growing up since Nakai was here 9 years ago. And so it's been fun for all of us just witnessing pup growth. Really up close and personal. And so really everything Silas does is cute, kind of like with a newborn baby. We're just in awe of all of it. But I know I'm most excited to watch him to continue to develop once he's living with Nakai. I think it will be very interesting and exciting to watch him grow from a young puppy that looks a lot like a German Shepherd to grow very quickly into a fully grown wolf. And that will be, I think, most fun for me, but we do also enjoy hearing him howl. He's very eager to howl, and he's actually started responding to visitor howls as well during programs. And so that's fun too. I think it's a nice reminder that even though we are different species, there is an overlap, and it's always very cool to have a wolf try to communicate with you in the way they know how. So howls are always really great.
I think there are some new people, because a lot of people have asked, what is it? How old is he? What's his name? Why is he there? You just give like a brief introduction of who he is now that he's in frame and playing with a leaf.
So this is Silas. Silas is the Wolf Conservation Center's newest ambassador wolf, which means he is here as a teacher and an educator. And he is 10 weeks old. He was born on April 21st, and he has lived with us for the last few weeks. And he was actually named through a naming contest. So we felt quite strongly that the ambassador wolves here don't belong to us, they belong to everyone. And we wanted the world to have the opportunity to weigh in on a name. And we had over 3,000 submissions, and we narrowed down to kind of the top 4. And Silas won out. It means of the woods, of the forest, and we thought it was a very fitting name for a young wolf who in the wild would have great impacts on maintaining healthy wild forests, but here he also loves trees. So this is Silas, and he will be living with us for his entire life. But right now he's in his socialization phase, which means he is working on getting used to visitors, which is why he's able to interact with all of us right now. When he goes to live in his kind of adult enclosure with his older brother, human contact from then on will be limited just to members of his animal care team. But right now, he's meeting as many people as possible to really get used to seeing new visitors.
It's so cute. I love that name. It's such a good name. Toten with $50, Eurosic with $100. We've hit our $2,000 donation goal. You guys, thank you so much if you're donating today. I really appreciate that. Sorry. Someone asked if I put sugar on my boots. No, I didn't. He just likes them because they're different. They're new and different. Okay, we've been in the Q&A section. I've just been like throwing questions at you. But you guys, if you have questions that you would like to ask, you can do #ask followed by your question. And I'm going to start putting some of them on screen. So one of them here is, what do the wolves eat here?
Rebecca, do you want to tackle that, or would you?
Go.
Yeah. So, thank you. So Silas and Nakai have a very flexible menu, as Regan mentioned. They will be with us for their entire lives and not be released to the wild. So we get a lot of food, all of our food actually donated.
Nice.
Yeah, we're very lucky. We get Whole Foods donates food.
Oh, that's awesome.
There's an organic market that's local to us called Mom's Organic Market. And every week, one of our super volunteers goes and picks up donated meat. The wolves actually eat much better than the staff do. So they have a flexible diet of beef, chicken, fish, pork, whatever, all sorts of different things.
That wasn't donated? That would be
Oh, we would,
pricey.
we don't pay for food and veterinary care. We're very lucky.
Veterinary, oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh,
We
we're
have
so
an
lucky.
incredible team of volunteer veterinarians that care for all our wolves. So yeah, 2 things that we would have an immense bill for. So I'm always
That is awesome.
forever grateful to to our veterinarians and our food sources. So like I said, so Silas and Nakai has a very flexible menu. Our other wolves that reside here, though, the Mexican and the red wolves, because they may have the potential to be released to the wild, we obviously don't want to give them anything livestock related. So they have a very strict diet of only roadkill deer, which we get from our local roads. The police call us when there's one hit by a car. The highway departments, DOT, Good Samaritans. In our public programs, I know that our visitors are told that we're always looking for deer. So my phone is always ringing off the hook with locations of deer, and we go and pick them up. Yeah, we have big walk-in freezers where we store them. And yeah, so they get a natural diet. They get the whole carcass, which encourages a lot of natural behaviors as well. So it's also great enrichment in addition to great nutrition. And occasionally we'll get a beaver or a wild turkey, and they can also have fish. So most of our wolves here, like I said, eat just a natural diet, whole carcass diet, and then these two have all sorts of goodies that are given to them.
Very cool. Here, can I grab this? Sorry, I didn't have the mic, guys. Knight donated $1,000. Thank you so much for the $1,000 donation. I did see it. Cameraman's feet.
You're approaching the rocks.
Okay, wonderful question though. Thank you. Someone asked how big Silas would get. They had said up to 100 pounds, right? He's
between 80 and 100.
Between 80 and 100 pounds. So he'll get pretty big. Right now he's almost 20 pounds. Let's see. Some people are asking what the process is for introducing wolves here. So introducing Silas and Nakai.
Well, we don't get ambassador wolves very often. We try to accomplish our mission on the education side with as few wolves as possible, because obviously we are about breeding endangered wolves and getting them back on the landscape. So like Regan had mentioned earlier, the last time we got an ambassador wolf was 9 years ago, which was Nakai. So it's been a long time since we've done this. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But good work, and he's a lot of fun and adorable, obviously. So what we do is when we get a pup like this, we spend the first, let me back up a little bit. In order to socialize a wolf for education reasons like we are, basically what we're doing is we're diminishing his fear of people. Mm-hmm. Wolves are born with a natural fear of people, as they should, because they were persecuted for so long. Mm-hmm. So what we do is just we're diminishing it. We're not getting rid of it. They will always have an inherent fear of people and man-made things. But by doing this, we kind of decrease that. We try to get him used to as many things as possible, different people, different items, different sounds, different substrates, so that when people do visit us, they get to experience a wolf, and they get to look into his eyes and howl with him, and like I said earlier, he's the one that really changed minds and teaches people. Mm-hmm. So this process is long. He has a nanny team that is with him 24 hours a day. He's never left alone. Wow. There's always someone with him all night, all day, and we have a team. Yeah, like I said, it's a lot of work. Wow. He's only left alone when someone has to go to the bathroom, and that's it. And I take him in the car sometimes, again, just to get him used to stuff. He's very young right now and sort of like an open book. So right now is a very critical time to get him used to things, because that book will soon close, because he is a wolf after all. Mm-hmm. And already I see he is definitely forming opinions of his own. Mm-hmm. And so the process lasts a couple of months. It really depends on the animal and the situation we're in and what's going on. And by mid-July, we hope to have him in with Nakai, his adult new older brother, and integrated with him. But yeah, so like I said, this process is intense. He's about to take that book, but he got distracted by a bird. He loves looking up and looking at stuff.
And just to jump in with what Rebecca was saying, in this nursery area, we have a lot of natural enrichment just with birds and people, but we also have a lot of human-created enrichment that has been placed. We also have a camper/trailer up here that will allow for Silas's dedicated team of pup nannies to actually have an indoor place to go if they're spending the night up here or if there's poor weather. And it was actually very generously donated to us on loan from Imperial Outdoors. It's an outdoor gear trailer company. And this camper is actually fully functional off-grid for a few months. So it's been a really wonderful way for us to kind of help Silas and the team adjust comfortably. Before we had a camper like this with Nakai, we actually had a wooden shed on stilts. And this is definitely an upgrade. So we're very thankful that we're having a lot of people pitch in, because raising an ambassador pup really does take an army. And it's wonderful that we've received so much support in so many ways. So we're very thankful for that.
Very cool.